Hello, and welcome to Resonance Blue in Cayo Santa Maria. Come join me.
This resort offers a calm atmosphere with a gorgeous beach.
Now, Resonance Blue is supposed to be a more chill part of the resort. Resonance Musiqe is the party side, you know? So if you do come to Resonance Blue, you have access to everything pretty much. You have access to Blue and you have access to the music side, which is, I think, a good little combo, because when you want to chill and relax and have some downtime, then you can be in the Blue side. If you want a more upbeat party vibe, you can go over to the music side. Now, Resonance isn't technically a new resort. On Sunwing, they do say it's new. It's not. It was bought over from Starfish, from what I know, and it was renovated, and now it's Resonance, you know? So as you can see, the grounds are beautiful. It's grown in, you know, the trees are old and mature. It's a massive resort, you know? The footprint of this resort is massive. A lot of walking. If you come here, be prepared to walk a lot. I love the grounds, you know, I love the grounds. There are so many little nooks and crannies, you know. I'm still walking around and discovering new things every single day. Now, let's go grab some coffee. It's really early and I really need some coffee. This is the lobby bar over here, and usually, you know, for the best coffees at a resort, you want to come to the lobby bar. They usually make the better coffees. I love the decor of this place. It's an old resort, you know, but then they renovated it, so I like the colors, you know. That's the sort of branding that Resonance has. It's very colorful, you know, it's very light and airy. And again, I love the fact that it's an older resort, you know. It has character, it has charm, it's unique, right? Personally, I don't like sitting in enclosed spaces, especially being from Canada. I've been stuck inside for the entire winter, so it's nice to just sit with the air, with the wind flowing through, you know. Generally speaking, right now, this lobby bar stays pretty empty because there aren't enough guests here, and on top of that, a lot of the guests go over to the music side during nighttime. You'll get prompt service, no problem at all. Another thing is the staff at this resort are extremely nice. I mean, Cubans, I say it in pretty much every video, are some of the nicest people. Yeah, the service has been spectacular so far. You know, they do what they can with what they have, right? Now, you might know this, Cuba isn't for everybody because of, you know, a lot of things happening in this country. But what you do get are amazing people here. And, as you'll see later on in the video, amazing beaches. All right, let's move on. The main buffet is actually closed right now because there aren't enough guests. I'm here in, when am I here? What month is it? Oh, everything's a blur. I'm here in April, right. I remembered the month now. So their buffet is closed, you know. I'm sure they'll reopen it once they have enough guests here. I would say there are about 30 to 40 guests here at Blue Side. And right now they're serving food at the snack bar. They call it the grill, so they're serving food there. This is the main lobby area, and again, it's open, it's large, you know, lots of seating. And here's where you check in and out of. And again, I do like the decor of this place, you know. It has the older Cuban charm with new fresh paint, and you know, everything is clean. I like that, everything is clean. Now, this resort isn't bad in terms of accessibility. You do have to walk around a lot. It's a, you know, it's a pretty large resort, especially if you want to go over to the music side. The carts run few and far between from what I've seen so far. But yeah, there are carts here available. In the other Resonance in Veradero, there are no carts. I mean, they did have them, they just didn't run them from what I saw. So yeah, that was a bummer. You have rooms at the ground floor, you know, everything is pretty level here. So I would say this resort is pretty accessible. And again, I love the grounds here, you know, the trees are so mature. You know, there's so many trees, they're big, they're gorgeous, and they maintain it well too, right? And you might say I'm a little bit spiritual, but it feels like the trees want to tell me stories. You know, they've seen some things in their lifetime. Now let's go check out the pool. This is a massive pool, as you can see, you know, just massive. You're never gonna have any issues finding a spot inside the water, and any lounger, no problem at all. And again, it's open wide, you know, there's a bridge on top of it. It's great, you know, it's great. The vibes here are very, very relaxing. And that's what they gear this resort toward, is to be relaxing, right?
There weren't many people at this pool during my stay, since the blue side had only a handful of people staying.
And here you have a little pool bar. You can sit on the outside of the pool, or there's also a summit bar over here. So that's nice.
There was also no activity at this area during nights, since the Musiqe side had all the people over there.
I also like the bridge here. The only thing is that at nighttime, this area could use a floodlight or two, you know, just a little bit of lighting so that I don't have to carry around my phone with the flashlight. But otherwise, yeah, I do like this pool, you know, it's large. I do have to watch my step here so that I don't fall. And they also keep this pool clean. I like that, you know, it's open, it's clean, and it's generally a relaxing area. I never even noticed this little pool here before. This probably used to be the kids' pool back when this was an all-ages starfish resort. Now let's go check out the food at the snack bar. They call it the grill. And again, as I mentioned before, they don't have the main buffet open. They only have the snack bar open. It is 24 hours. And during breakfast, lunch, and dinner, sometimes it's a la carte, sometimes it's a buffet. The first day that I came in, it was an a la carte because there weren't that many people. But they have more of a spread as of yesterday because a plane full of people from some South American country came in. So they have more food now.
They had specific hours for breakfast, lunch, and dinner here, and outside of it, it was a 24-hour snack bar, but only on paper. They didn't have any food at dawn during the day I flew out of there, so I left the resort quite hungry. Not a good look. They had an a la carte sometimes, and sometimes a buffet. It was very limited compared to other resorts in Cuba. They did have an omelet station during mornings though.
And there are indoor and outdoor seating areas, and it is open. I like that, you know, you can enjoy your meal and look out into the distance like I do and just wander off.
When it came to a la cartes, they had an Italian restaurant which had decent food with great music. They also had a Mexican restaurant where the food was just okay, mainly because they just didn't have enough ingredients in stock to make proper Mexican food.
Another thing I really like is the fact that they have maps everywhere. More resorts need to follow this blueprint of having maps everywhere. I don't want to have to take out my Google Maps, which may or may not work here, and try to figure out where I am and where I need to go. Every hotel should have maps everywhere to make the guest experience better for everybody, right? So if you work at another hotel and you don't have enough maps, please add more maps. That's my suggestion to you. This resort is doing great in terms of that department. Now, let's go check out the beach. And this beach, fair warning, is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Let's go. What a beautiful day. Beautiful day today. And here we have the beach bar called Cabana Blue. Yeah. You have a seating area here, and it's pretty much right on the beach. You know, you can just grab your drinks and you can just sit down and overlook at the ocean and again, wander off like I do. This beach is wide and it's deep and it's clean, and the sand is like flour, you know, it's flowery and it's almost white, you know, it's beautiful. I can't say enough good things about this beach. I mean, look at it, it's amazing. And generally speaking, they keep it clean and they clean up the seaweed and everything, so they're pretty good at maintaining the beach as well. Now the sad part is that the past couple days the flag's been red, so I can't really go out into the water and swim and have a pleasant experience. I really don't want to get into the water and fight with nature, you know. I want to go into the water when the water's calm. But yeah, I mean, the water's still turquoise, it's blue, and it's shallow as well. This part of Cuba has some of the best beaches in the world, I would say. You know, it's just gorgeous. And also, you have somebody who will grab your drinks for you if you're chilling at the lounger and you're a little bit too lazy to get up and go grab a drink. You also have somebody to help you set up your lounger. I found a spot here, always pretty much, no problem, because, you know, not enough guests and tons of palapas, tons of huts, tons of loungers. I consider myself very lucky to be able to experience beaches like this. That's what the unique selling point of Cuba is. These beaches that they have here in Cayo Santa Maria, Cayo Coco, Holguin, you know, Veradero. And if you can overlook the shortages a little bit, you'll have a great time here, you know. The vibes are great. And that's what I look for when I come to a resort. It's sort of the X factor, something that you can't really put into words. Just what it feels like to be at a resort. And generally speaking, the resorts I've come to in Cuba, especially the ones that are a little bit more mature like this. I mean, sure, it's a new resort, but I'm talking about the architecture and everything. It's mature, right? It's been around for a bit. And generally speaking, at resorts like this, the vibes are just immaculate. They're great. You can just walk and walk and walk, you know, and you'll find tons of loungers, tons of palapas. Every resort should be like this. I shouldn't have to worry about finding a lounger, finding a spot, finding some shade. At the Resonance Veradero, sometimes I did have trouble finding a lounger at the beach and at the pool, so that wasn't very nice. This seems to be the Harmony Club zone over here, but I don't think they care right now if you sit here and you're not part of the Harmony Club, because again, there are just not enough people at the blue side of this resort, so yeah.
And this is the beach on a better day with less wind.
And here's my room. I'm in building 2 and it's near the pool. All the buildings are near the pool, and I have to go across the pool to go to the snack bar, which is also the buffet right now. But yeah, everything is in pretty close proximity. My room is comfortable and it's spacious. You know, it's spacious. Let's start off with the bed. The bed is firm here, and I personally love a firm bed, so it's been doing me good. But I know it's not for most people, but I love this bed. It's very comfortable for me. I've been sleeping really well here. Also, you got your typical side tables. You also have USB sockets in the wall as well, which is nice. And another thing that I highly recommend is getting a power surge protector. What it does is it protects you from any surges that can happen. It protects your electronics, you know, from getting fried. And in Cuba, typically it never happens, but still I like to carry one in my suitcase just in case. You also have your sofa, your table, and you have your TV console or cabinet, whatever you want to call it. Also, this place has a CRT, one of those old big CRT TVs. That's a blast from the past. And also you have your place to store your luggage. In terms of closet space, I have pretty ample closet space, so that's nice. You know, you got your hangers, you got a safe as well, got your cabinets to put stuff in. In terms of the washroom, you know, it's clean and your typical Cuban resort washroom, right? Pretty bare bones, but it has everything. It has a hair dryer. It has one of those vanity mirrors so that you can look pretty. My mic has been hanging like that. Okay. Okay, stop. Just stay in place, bro. Okay. And then, you know, you got your toilet, it's clean, you know, and you got your shower area as well. The water pressure is pretty good. Hot water takes about 10 to 20 seconds to kick in, which is nothing, you know. You got your towels, hand towels, face towels, body towels. Yeah, I'm good. So yeah, I'm comfortable in this room, definitely. And again, the one thing that I look for is cleanliness, you know, and they're meticulous with the cleaning every single day. Obviously, somebody comes in to clean, so that's nice, obviously. So yeah, I'm very comfortable here. Long story short, I'm comfortable here. And also I have a view of trees, which is, you know, it's nice. Kind of drowns out the noise a little bit from the music side at nighttime when I want to go to sleep and it's like 1 a.m. And yeah, it's still a nice view of trees and everything, right? Greenery. Now let's talk Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi has been pretty great here, not gonna lie. I get Wi-Fi in my room, no problem. I can work from here on my laptop, no big deal. I get proper Wi-Fi in the lobby area, the main communal areas, at the pools and everything, you know, at the snack bar, aka buffet. I don't get Wi-Fi at the beach, but that's okay. One thing I will say for Androids, if it helps anybody out there, is that you have to go, sometimes you can't sign in, and you have to go into the settings of the Wi-Fi and change one of the settings to static. So yeah, hopefully this helps somebody out there because it helped me after poking around in the settings for an hour the first day I was here. So yeah, otherwise Wi-Fi is great. It's pretty strong. It'll get the job done in terms of, you know, your YouTube videos and all that. No problem at all. So, who is this resort for? Let's find some shade first and then let's talk about this. Okay. Whew. So, who is this resort for? If you love a beautiful beach, you know, if you love to relax, if you want to be left alone, if you want to just leave your stresses behind, then this resort is for you. And also, the plus side of coming to Resonance Blue is that you have access to the music side as well. Now, admittedly, there aren't as many guests as there were in the Resonance Veradero, from my experience, but still, it is very relaxing here, you know, and that's what they gear things towards here. I like the 2-for-1 deal, sort of, because you have access to 2 resorts, essentially, Blue and Musique. So you can hop around, you can try the different food, you can chill at the different spots here, you know, you can go over to the music side of the beach, the pool and everything, partake in the partying as well over there, but also you have a little bit of a sanctuary, and that's funny because there's a sanctuary 2 doors down, a resort, but yeah, it's a bit of a sanctuary from the loudness of music. So yeah, if you like to party but on your own time and you do also like to relax like I do, then this resort is a pretty solid option. Now I really hope that they can get more and more guests, and I was talking to one of the employees here and she was saying that, you know, they all pray that more guests come here. So yeah, it is a solid option. I would say the food isn't that great, especially since it's there aren't many people. Again, the food isn't that great. It's pretty limited compared to other offerings in Cuba. If you're not a picky eater, you'll be fine here. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me at Resonance Blue in Cayo Santa Maria. I'll see you in the next one.
There are more videos on the way, so be sure to subscribe to my channel.